from going to having nothing and being out in the streets, and my kids able to memorize all that. When we came to Housing Initiatives of Princeton, well, I'm gonna say, you guys put a light over a dark tunnel for us.
The mission of Housing Initiatives of Princeton is to assist low-wage working families who are facing homelessness or in a housing crisis in and around Princeton. We have two programs. We provide transitional housing for 12 to 24 months, and that's coupled with professional case management. That is really important because a housing crisis is almost never a standalone issue. Our second program is rental assistance, and through this program we're able to assist families who are in imminent danger of losing the housing that they have for the reason of not being able to pay due rent.
We used to live with my brother-in-law and my husband's sister-in-law. They moved and we became homeless. Housing Initiatives was there for us. Not only did they provide a place for us to stay, they also provided a car to be donated to me, and they also provided my tuition to go to school. I became a phlebotomist in 2006. The impact was great. My kids were able to focus in school.
Since accepting its first family in 2004, 6 women in recovery, 11 families, including 23 children, have lived in HIP housing. You see, the children are our greatest inspiration. In spite of their many stressors, they have and are succeeding academically in local K-12 schools and in college. Of 9 high school graduates, 1 joined the U.S. Navy and 6 have enrolled in universities, including North Carolina A&T, Vanderbilt, Wesleyan, and Princeton University, where an HIP student is in the class of 2015, and an HIP student who graduated in 2010 is now enrolled in Georgetown Law School. So what all of this shows us is that when students from low-income households have a safe place to call home, a safe place to study, and attend schools with high expectations, they have the best opportunity for breaking the cycle of poverty.
My husband and I have 4 children. We graduated from the HIP program back in 2006. We still live here in Princeton in the home that we bought, thanks to the help we received from HIP. Our biggest problem being financial. We received a lot of education from Ravi.
She was in a lot of debt, and we were able to prioritize that debt and pay off. She was able to actually even buy a modest house.
I'd also like to add that the children benefited a lot from going to the Princeton Regional School District. They had the best education one could possibly find anywhere.
The families that come to us generally are in Princeton and don't want to leave Princeton because their children are here and they want to continue with the education here.
I'm a counselor at Trinity Counseling Service, and we have been able at Trinity to take HIP families and put them at the beginning of the waiting list. I think counseling is particularly valuable for families that are under stress, who are going from one crisis to another. If a counselor, can help the family figure out how to avoid crises, how a situation that is upsetting for the family can be dealt with in a way that the family actually learns something, from what that crisis. And counseling is really geared to doing exactly that, to turn something that really was possibly a trauma into a growth experience.
When I found the program, I was in a terrible situation, and I don't have a place where to live. We don't have enough money for rent. We cannot affordable to pay my rent, and I get a divorce from my kids' fathers. We are homeless for a couple months. When Ms. Ruth gave it the key from the new house, the new home, and the kids went to inside the apartment because we don't know the apartment, and one of my kids was crying because it's more than we are expecting. Basically, it's like a magic. We receive a home.
HIP is all volunteer. It is privately funded. So we would welcome you to join our consortium of congregations, businesses, and individuals who have been willing to share their resources, enabling HIP to assist vulnerable neighbors in their efforts to keep a roof over their heads and make a better life for themselves and their children while they do the jobs that make our lives comfortable.